Let me bless you real fast. One of the greatest detriments to today's society is not that there's not enough information. It's not that there's not enough AI or there's not enough books or there's not enough material. The problem that a lot of people are having is that they have an application problem. They listen to all of these different commentators. They listen to all of these different alleged coaches about how they should be in a relationship, how they should be conducting themselves. They read something and they take it for face value, but everything that they're reading, everything that they're hearing, they don't even know how to apply it because they don't understand it. We don't have a knowledge problem. We don't have an information problem, but we have an application problem. So you have a million people that go around and they're scrolling and they listen to certain things, or they may pick up a book and the book says you got to act like a woman but think like a man. And they try to apply the chapters in that book, but they haven't thought about what type of man do you want to be like? Do you want to be like a metrosexual? Do you want to be like a thug? Do you want to be like a bum, or do you want to be like a high value? We have a whole bunch of information, no application. And the greatest prison in the world is not made of steel. The greatest prison in the world is not made of stone. But the greatest prison in the world is when you begin to take somebody else's opinions and believe it to be truth. And the thing about opinions is that opinions is the world's way of creating a level of certainty where certainty doesn't exist. Yeah, so when you go around and you listen to all these different people talk about certain things and you grasp it or you hold it hostage or you imprison it in your mind, you eventually adopt it and it becomes your thought process. For example, you hear women say, all men cheat. They came from one person, but she made it generic to all men. And ultimately, people don't understand that she's actually speaking from her womb, from one person that may have hurt her, two people that may have hurt her. But every man that has come into her life may not necessarily have hurt her. Most importantly, all the men in the world are not cheaters. So here you have a man that says, oh, you can't trust no woman. He's not speaking from all women's perspective, but he's speaking from his past. And he believes that based off of perhaps one experience. See, what we don't understand is that people's opinions often are protectors of themselves. Yeah. So for a lot of y'all out here that's scrolling, and when I do panels or when you want to go ahead and challenge what I'm saying based off of what somebody else said, baby, the most dangerous opinion in the world is the one that you never challenge. So you have to walk around. I challenge you to begin to challenge what you embrace, the thought process that you embrace. I challenge you to put a filter on, a level of discernment, and question what if what they're saying is true. My goal in this, I'm just speaking because a lot of y'all are sounding reckless. I'm seeing these posts and when I do my one-on-ones, or a lot of us are just rolling with other people's opinions who are not licensed. They've never gone to school. They just been in a couple of relationships and they all of a sudden become a psychologist. Some of y'all have been going to street therapists and so on and so forth. And I really want to stop that because you begin to embarrass yourself when you adopt other people's opinions. Start having enough courage to say what you think. Start having enough courage to say how you feel. Start having enough courage to look at your experiences and let that be your barometer on how you want to move forward in life. Let that be your barometer. This is what I did. This is the lesson that I've learned. This is how I need to move going forward. Stop listening to everybody. Stop embracing everybody's opinion, because sometimes you embrace other people's opinion and you embarrass yourself in doing so.